go. Welcome back, everyone, to our 13th session of streaming 13th Age. That must mean it's lucky, and to prove that it's lucky, we have along with us for NPC guest today, Asacalypse, the main developer of the Foundry virtual tabletop 13th Age system. Asac, go ahead and say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Nice of you to be able to pop in for a game or two. You'll be playing a rogue today. Do you want to tell us about your character?
Yes, so I am playing a rogue named Silver. He is a master of disguise, and he's an assassin with a bit of a debt to pay to the Diabolist. He may have killed a few more demons than he was supposed to, got caught up into some stuff, and is trying to find a way out of that.
Now, are your parents dead, orphaned? Are you an orphan? Or do you got a happy, healthy family waiting for you?
He probably has a happy, healthy family, but keeps that close to his chest.
Seb, who are you? Who are you playing?
What happened to Discord order, Tune?
We are in Discord order. It's backwards.
Hi, I'm Seb. I'm playing Raza, local manservant enthusiast. And for today's game, I will be reminding everybody that flossing is important. Again, it's not just a one-time thing.
Now, is your newly hired manservant helping Raza floss with those big old teeth?
Oh yeah, it's like one of those Nile crocodiles and the little bird.
I can't believe we're back on dentist discourse again.
Max?
Good evening, everyone. I am Max, and I play Lucian. And I'd like to share that I floss only twice a year. And that's a lie, because the dentist does it for me.
You don't even do the, like, okay, I'm going to pretend right before I go floss.
Nope.
Comes in bloody guns and all.
It's like that meme where the dentist asks, "When's the last time you flossed?" And you're like, "Bro, you were there."
Pow?
Hey, I'm playing Leanne Morris. I'm a commander.
Ellen?
I'm Ellen. I'm playing the dwarven bard Dame Kiri Jadespine, who believes that a shining smile is the basis of a strong career.
Move aside, Chip Skylark. The dame has the shiny teeth now.
How many rows back in the traditional medieval fantasy opera can they see your shining teeth?
Lit by candlelight? I don't know. That probably depends
Is there
on the theater.
special like paste you can put on your teeth that make them like emit their own glow?
Yeah, the dwarves probably do have something like that.
Are you implying that this entire game you've not in fact been carrying a torch and instead have been smiling in the direction you want to see?
No, I'm not implying that.
Dental hygiene is very important for dwarves. When you live life underground, shiny teeth are how you identify fellow members of your species.
And last but not least, go ahead, Rumham.
I'm Rumham. I play Kalia, the shitty cleric / shield bearer, and I'm sorry if I'm lisping. I am freshly Invisaligned, and I have to brush and floss my teeth multiple times a day now. So I probably have the cleanest teeth out of all you people here.
Do you want to give an in-character reason for why Kalia is talking different, or are we just going to pretend it's not happening?
She's leftover hungover.
Oh, she is hungover, isn't she?
Just perpetually hungover the entire arc.
And there we go. There's the party. Right before we start and go over what happened last time, Pelgrane Press will be hosting on this twitch.tv/Pelgrane Press, a Halloween one-shot of the Yellow King RPG Saturday at 8 p.m. EDT. I'm dropping a link right in chat, but this will be played by, I have it open, Mr. Wild's Wild Halloween will be joined by people like Wade Rocket and Kat Tobin, and DM'd by the designer of the Yellow King RPG, Robin D. Laws.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yay.
we didn't get an invite. Thank you, Pelgrane Press.
I take that yay back. I'm not excited anymore.
So Pelgrane Press hopes to see you there. Pelgrane Press is also an affiliate of Twitch now, so you can go ahead and drop that sweet Twitch Prime sub here, and that really encourages Pelgrane Press to make emotes of our characters that you will be able to drop in chat if we get enough subscribers. So all I'm saying is I really want to drop a Raza emote, just that little lizard going every time. You know, I also want GM pull up, huh?
Are you having a stroke live on Twitch?
I
GM, we're gonna drop. Ah!
This is, of course, the party's pet dragon head, huh? I want an emote of him for the Twitch stream. That's
and Kalia's ass skill. Kalia's ass skill too. That'd be a good one to have.
No cloacal folds in the stream chat. Just stop.
It was a good session, everyone. This is, of course, all we do. We just make in jokes and then wrap up the session.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.
So last time we left off, you guys crawled out of the Stone Thief, got greeted with a big parade into the entrance of Santa Cora, and hosted in a gorgeous and luxurious temple. It is dedicated to the god. I have my notes. Dedicated to the god Charnu. Lemuel is the priest of the order who has brought you all in under his flock and given you gifts and food and feasts and access to manservants and tours around the city. He is working on getting you a audience with the priestess herself. You guys went shopping around and bought a few magic items. On screen, I think you guys bought a quiver and Max upgraded his bow. Off screen, Kalia loaded up on several items for the base, including a monolith and pink granite pink marble, and a gargoyle perch named, what was it, Gertrude?
Yeah. Her name is Gertrude, and she has really pretty red acrylic claws.
And then Kalia and Leanne went armor shopping for Leanne, who then got some Imperial art heavy plate. And then we ended the session with a nice trip to the hot springs, heated by a giant lava salamander and the bottom of the cathedral.
Yeah.
Hot Springs episode.
It turns out that, so we pulled Lemuel and Charnu from Escalation Issue 7, a fanzine of the 13th Age dedicated to Santa Cora. It turns out one of our viewers actually wrote that article. Let me pull open who did that. That is Old Umlo. And he has gone ahead and written us a sermon for you guys to return to.
Sounds like a loser.
Don't be mean to our viewers.
That's my whole job. That's my whole shtick. That's why I'm here.
You gotta have a little abuse.
As a treat.
I mean, that's the millennial humor right now, right? Is self-deprecation.
Are we still on millennials, or are we off to Gen Z now?
I mean, we're after Gen Z. They're the ones that are gonna start watching now. Fortnite. Join me Tuesday night for some Fortnite with Raza.
Do you just role play Raza and Hovel in Fortnite?
I just scream into the Xbox chat.
So,
Among Us with Raza would be hilarious.
returning from the hot springs feeling clean for the first time in weeks, you guys make your way back in time for the sermon that you had agreed to go to. The church has been turned away from its feasting setup to a bunch of very comfortable and golden gilded altars and pews with people crowded in, all of them dressed up in what would often be considered like ball gowns and such, but there for service. A face you haven't seen before is Silver over there. He was speaking with a few of the attendants to Lemuel and has sat down in the same pew as you guys. Hold on, I forgot to always for everyone. There we go. Apparently
Welcome.
setting the default auto quote did it for everyone. Very cool. Or no, it does it for me. Oh. All right. Let me get my priest voice.
You have a specific priest voice?
All right, we've already established I have two NPC voices, Kooky Wizard and Less Kooky Wizard. So we're going to aim for Less Kooky Wizard.
What about the middle ground?
There is no middle ground.
Yeah, you're right.
Somewhat kooky.
Somewhat kooky. Taking your seats right as the sermon starts to start, Lemuel gestures to the group. You are, of course, in the front as honored guests. He talks out to the rest of the group and says, "Hello, all. Hello. We are happy today to have our honored guests, the heroes, the adventurers that saved the windmill from the stone thief. I have prepared a very special sermon today to talk to you about Le Charnu. I speak to you today of truth and falsehood. Truth, of course, is easy. Listen to Charnu. We know what is right. We know what is wrong. Life rewards the good and punishes the evil. So, when it comes to lies, well, the liars have to be clever, to be strong, to hide the truth and to steal your truth from you. These powerful liars, you must be careful, for they will lead you astray. I say, do you need these liars to tell you how to listen to the bright gods?" He takes a moment, as I let for the text also catch up. He takes a moment and looks over the audience, and people are like, yeah, we don't need people to tell us. And then he continues, "What joy have those claiming to speak for the god brought to you, or has it been only pain? Do you need dragons to protect you, or will your faith in Charnu do so?" He takes another moment to pause, and people are contemplating in silence and prayer. "Are we out speaking the word of Charnu, the word of the gods, or the words of men and women who perpetrate a sham? Have our curses been lifted, or do they still rage inside of us?" He takes a very directed look at Lucian as he says this last part.
Oh wow.
"For
Attack.
I will tell you, you don't need anyone to tell you if the gods approve of your life. Charnu will show you." His gaze shifts to the dame. "There is no clearer message that the holy does not approve of your sinful ways than to see you and your family fall from grace, to have your fame, wealth, and power stolen out from under you. Listen to Charnu and you will find that wealth, find that power. Listen to the liars and you will be brought only pain." Another moment of contemplation. "Some of these liars think of themselves as the gods. They claim the throne and try to rule." His gaze has now shifted to the land. "They pass judgment, impose their own law, make commandments of the people. But they are not the laws of Charnu. Deny them. And let me tell you, those judges already have judgment sent upon them. A great angel of wrath coming from the north. The angel tears down the weak edifice the liars have built, scatters their armies, and brings punishment. Yes, I speak, of course, of the Orc Lord. Angel of wrath sent by Sharnu. People around of course, I've heard this proclamation before, are just like, yeah, he'll purge him. It is not very common for people to worship the Orc Lord around here, believe it or not. And that is why we are here today, to celebrate another angel Sharnu has sent us. A couple assistants go and grab Raza and try to direct him on stage. An angel of wrath sent straight from the heavens to punish sinners. And he's gesturing at Raza's musculature, his ferocity, the bits of flesh still in his teeth. A fearsome...
Thank God. I'm missing out on this. I'm just going to get comfy in my seat.
A fearsome beast, so strong he dove into the earth to punish a thief, a wicked, mighty thief. He destroyed its minions, and for those righteous people who were pure enough to survive the thief, he brought them back to the light of Sharnu, while those who were sinners perished. What more proof do you need of what I say? I don't claim to speak the word of the gods, only to point to what the very world around us shows us. Sharnu punishes sinners, and they must be condemned. Sharnu blesses the holy, and they will be risen and rewarded. Amen! And the congregation goes wild. Amen, amen, throwing confetti of gold and silver in the air.
Are we all talking about the same lizard?
The sermon is now over, and people are already starting to flock to the food tables that have been unveiled. And Lemuel is taking down his notes, and people are walking up and trying to get Raza's claw autograph.
Is there ink up here?
There is.
I dipped my entire hand and then pushed it into their face.
All right. What do you guys do? Sermon's over.
Holly is heading straight for the tea sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Nice little cucumbers.
I'd like to go up to Lemuel and ask him how our arrangement with the priestess is going, if he's heard back yet.
Ah, welcome, good Sir Lucian. I hope you enjoyed my sermon. Paperwork, lots of people trying to see the priestess. It is being processed, I promise you, but you've only been out one day. How was your shopping trip? Pray tell.
Yeah, it was all right. Got to see old friends.
Oh, and, that's fortuitous.
Yeah. Well, the priestess has many friends, as you know.
Speaking of old friends, I must introduce you to a friend of the church, Silver, over here. Come here, Silver. I must introduce you to these fine adventurers.
Okay, I go ahead and make my way over.
You see, I know you want to go into the cathedral, and I know you want to talk to the priestess, but I can't get that done just yet. I have lined up a trip to see the oracle. She can answer most any question your heart may have. And Silver here just so happens to need some companions to go with.
Hey there! How's it going?
Great.
Greetings, traveler. Are you from Santa Cora?
I'm from around.
And I presume you worship, what's this guy's name?
Sharnu.
Sharnu.
Did you just say Shamu?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Sharnu is definitely one of the ones up there on my worship, but there's quite a few that I, hang around and whatnot.
And why are you going to the oracle?
And why do you need people to go with you? Does she not see people alone?
There are a series of trials and tribulations you have to go through to ascend the cathedral.
Ah.
And do we know this?
That yes, you do now.
Okay. All right, so you need our help to get into the Oracle to ask a question?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. A little bit of a little bit up
Yeah.
there because I'm good at doing flips and working through traps and whatnot, but not so good as taking on everything by myself. So.
All right, well, seems like you're putting a lot of effort into a question here. I presume it's of great importance to you.
It is. I've got. Well, you could say there's a hole in my heart, and I'm really trying to find a way to fix that problem.
Do tell.
It's quite literal. I don't have a heart.
Yeah, I've heard of those issues.
So how is asking a question to the Oracle going to help?
Well, I'm hoping the Oracle can kind of help me, find some direction for how to solve this. Because, well, to make a long story short, it's basically got mixed up with the Diabolist, and I'm a bit in debt to the Diabolist right now, and she's got my heart as collateral, and I don't really want to do what she wants me to do to get it back. So,
What's that?
Well, mostly just random assassinations and whatnot, but she kind of, I'm a couple in right now, and I don't want to go with the target she's going for, so I'm trying to find a more ethical way around it.
Do I dare ask who that target is?
Well, I don't have a target specifically right now. I've had targets in the past, and I'll have another one in the future. She just kind of does it at her own whim.
And I'm guessing Charnu isn't a big fan of your career choice.
Correct, and nor am I.
So, how do you know Lemuel?
That's gross, Rosa.
Oh, we've run into each other before. It's been years though.
Is Lemuel still here?
Lemuel is off talking to other people of the congregation, but similar for your purposes, Lemuel, what used to be in the old wall, the old seawall, sorry, and before he was evacuated by the Empire, so you might have met him on his path along that.
All right, well, none of us are from here. I'm from, the nomad area, outskirts. Tell us more about the Oracle.
The Oracle is... there's many religious figures in Santa Cora, believe it or not.
Impossible.
I detached my headset. I'm back. The Oracle is one who is older than most of them and has spent her life praying and studying prophecies and riddles and such, and seemingly holds the answer to most things via a semi-direct connection to multiple gods. Kind of like a priestess light, just with only knowledge.
All right.
All right. Is there a time where we specifically have to go?
Every day, pilgrims depart up into the cathedral for various levels. Some as low as the hot springs you guys got into. That's pretty easy. Some going for the very top of the cathedral for things only they know. But they tend to depart at dawn, which is, ceremonial.
And what is the reasoning behind the trials?
You have to prove you're worthy to the gods.
So only the strong get their answers?
Not all of the trials are combat trials.
Okay.
It probably speaks a lot for our party that my thought on that was uh-oh.
Yeah.
Physical violence is, of course, strictly prohibited. Therefore, all fighting is actually holy damage converted to your passage health, essentially. You can't die, but you can be defeated, and your trial can end.
Huh.
Interesting. So, shall we plan on departing at dawn tomorrow?
That works for me. That works for Silver.
Sounds like a plan.
Suitable enough.
So Lucian will take the dame aside. What did you think of that sermon?
Bit rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as bad luck with Charnu. It's if bad things happen to you, you deserve them, and vice versa.
Yeah. Sure sounds like it.
Well, I think we should be cordial and everything with everything that they've given us, but just try to kind of stay away.
Yeah, no, we should keep our cards close to our chest and try not to ally ourselves too closely with them, although it might be too late for that.
Now is an excellent time
Agreed.
to interject that you see a servant passing by with flyers for the next sermon with a caricature of Raza's dead center on it, proclaiming things like the angel of wrath is here to bless us all and punish the sinners.
Yeah, this could get us in some political trouble.
We might want to not be.
Yeah, Raza could maybe stay at the.
I think we should take Raza for a swim in the Midland Sea or whatever it's called.
The Iron Sea.
No, the one in the center that's safe.
The party leaves him behind. It's
Wow,
lost.
is the dame planning to hit?
No, just
No.
let's go to the beach instead of
Let's go to
church.
You know what I mean.
Raza's big day out.
Any final preparations before you guys go on a holy dungeon crawl?
That depends. How much is Kelly willing to argue with Leanne about sandwiches?
A lot. But she's pocketing as much as she can, not leaving a tithe, and then getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, you're completely broke now, as well as Lucian.
Yeah, and you don't have any money. The church is offering you food. You don't gotta pay them back. It's a church.
Dame, you've been around people and servants before, and you know that the servants, you noticed they were trying to hide, a big cart from you. Kalia has reeled back an entire large monolith.
What? What do you...
Like a monolith, a giant, stone monolith. She's
Yeah.
brought it back with her from shopping.
You won't believe what I found. Pink marble.
I tried to tell her against it, but
The game understands how rare it is to find pink marble.
you made it into a giant rectangle.
No, it's got corners and more corners than a rectangle. It's, I don't know, monolith shaped.
What are you doing with the pink marble?
It's magic. It's gonna go right next to the magic garden that I bought for the house. And then above it, it's gonna sit my magic gargoyle, Gertrude. We really found this connection. So I'm just having them wheeled home to the base. I already told them where to install it. Don't worry. It'll just be my little corner.
I also bought something for the mansion, whatever it's called.
Yes?
Yeah, stupid trees or something.
Hey, they look great. Far better than your giant hunk of rock. Are you even
Pink
sure it's magic?
rock. Pink rock. Leanne, it's pink.
I'll keep that in mind.
Been spending too much time around Usador. He bought a magic rock.
You bought a magic rock.
I got a big magic rock. Look,
Alright.
I don't know. When the light bounces on it or something, it lets us like heal up or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
Great,
It's
you
just-
made a purchase and didn't even remember what it does.
Rock. Why wouldn't you buy it?
With a big flap of heavy stone wings, a gargoyle lazily comes up and extends a clawy stone hand. Hey, I'm Gertrude. Pleasure working for you. I gotta
Nice
say,
to meet you.
Callia here, she got quite a deal on me. I don't know why no one else wanted to bite, but I'm gonna protect your base.
See,
Appreciate it.
Gertrude is pushing gargoyle retirement age.
Ah,
You know,
did you say
we're getting-
gargoyle?
if, yeah.
Also, I'm gonna need 100 gold a month.
Yeah.
Also, I'm leaving. I'm taking the rugs.
No, the rugs belong to the manor.
No.
That would be theft.
You gotta pay me
If we
100
don't-
gold then. Or I'm smashing the windows.
Or you leave, like any other place of employment.
I gotta make sure you pay me my 100 gold, alright? Jobs are hard to come by these days.
And if she'll protect us though, if somebody comes and tries to attack us, and if she dies, she just gets replaced.
You know, we do have some trained forces at the base.
Yeah, but she's got like some, I don't know, magical 7th sense or something. So
Our trained forces are Lycan.
You know, I'll take.
She
I think,
is a seasoned protector. She's probably got more years than all your Lycans combined.
We have a 3-headed demon dog.
Look, I already paid for it. I can't return them.
No
Also,
refunds.
Okay.
Well, we're welcome.
There's some more specific verbiage in Conca. If any of you would like to check out Conca, use your eyeballs.
What's
'cause
Conca?
I update Conca.
Callia, what's a conca?
Conca has meta information in it that's very important to everybody in the party.
I think this one's been
Wow.
drinking too much.
Meta information? How useful for someone who doesn't know what's going on if someone were watching.
Stop it, all of you.
So how much dirt does Gertrude have on Kalia exactly?
Literally none. Kali is just a bad purchaser.
No, I am giving Gertrude a second lease on life. She would have probably been retired and sent to a stonemason to be taken apart and back together into something else. I'm just
You're right.
helping her
You're
out.
right. Conca is a type of fruit.
All right. Well, I appreciate all of you keeping an eye out for the Jade Spine Manor. And I'm sure, Gertrude, you'll find a lovely home there. Thank you, everyone, for protecting the manor.
Not protecting.
I spent every penny on myself.
What's a penny?
Every bronze dime. I don't know. Whatever the
Every
lowest
copper.
peso
Come
is.
on.
Are you guys doing anything else? Are you ready to go to bed and then head off early in the morning for your whatever, your tower
Yeah, I
climb?
think so.
Sleepy time.
Ross is going to play Simon Says with his followers.
All right. What Simon Says.
It's just Raza like doing things and then a bunch of people going, ooh, ah, yes.
I don't think that's how Simon Says works, but you know what? All right. Raza, you were buying health potions, right?
If possible, yeah, I'd like to buy 2.
That's very easy. Let me quickly find where those are and the sheet. Magic items, one-use items, healing potion cost. A champion tier healing potion grant of recovery plus 2d8 health and costs 100 gold each.
100. Okay.
Just
Yeah,
briefly
like-
got a little mad. Nope, still fine.
The manservant just has all of Roz's gold on him. It's not like he knows.
You're saving up for that, for the thing, aren't you?
Yeah, but I still have 100 platinum to go with. And besides, I'm sure the dame will give Raza a discount.
All right.
I mean, we can discuss. Will probably be some kind of mutual protection agreement.
As before you guys go to bed, and quite possibly the best beds you will ever sleep in for the rest of your lives, they have magical sheets and pillows that give you a nice night's sleep and soak up your your dreams and replay you back your dreams in the morning for review. You wake up at the crack of dawn, which is likely to make at least the dame upset, if not more. There's a small amount of breakfast available before you go, and your guide is ready to show you on your way.
All right, woo. Let's go get more priests under our belt this early. Nobody needs religion this early. Why?
Can I take a thermos of alcohol instead of a thermos of coffee?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You had to really find a servant and convince him to do it because it wasn't out early in the morning. But you got it.
Don't worry, Dame. I got us covered.
Will my manservant be able to acquire me 12 hard-boiled eggs?
He already had it ready when you woke up.
Oh, this guy's on the... Not even 48 hours on the job, and he's already taking care of this. This is... I want to give him a raise.
All right. Specifically, because you are still a lad, he prepared you 4 dozen eggs to help you get large.
A growing boy needs this protein.
All right. You give him a nice tip. Go ahead and subtract 10 more gold from your inventory. He's really fallen into this job, knowing that you just kind of hand out coins without a concept of how much they're worth.
And I could bite half of his skull off at any given moment. It's good that he recognizes,
but
the
you
pecking
haven't.
order. Not yet.
Because he's on the ball.
This early in the
And
morning.
you're a god to him, right?
That's
He's working
you're an
for
angel. This early in the morning, there's not nearly so many criers. There are still people in the streets doing early morning pilgrimages to the cathedral like you, people heading off to church and such, but the hagglers are off. There are still beggars on the street. Lucian, are you giving any money to these beggars as you pass them? No, you're poor, aren't you?
Yes. I pour.
And I found the old art for the cathedral. You guys, this early in the morning, the sun is coming right across it, which illuminates the whole thing as if it were softly on fire. And it is a gorgeous floating cathedral reaching up past the clouds with a small tower in the center of the town that you have to climb once again to enter the bottom of it. As before, the servants and guides that have been sent along with you from Lemuel carry your heavier stuff so you can take the climb easily.
Dame is still not happy about this many stairs this early in the morning.
Dame, it's okay. You can ride on my shield. I'll just drag you behind.
No, she's doing it. She's just not happy.
Oh, okay. I'll let you sip off my thermos flask.
Speaking of which, Kalia, you are very dismayed to find that the second you step foot across the threshold into the cathedral, you are no longer sipping hard alcohol, but ceremonial wine.
But
Where's? Go ahead.
Quick question. Can I be? I'll ask Silver as we're walking kind of through. Is Oracle like a person, a lady, or what?
Who?
Is the Oracle like what is it?
Oracle. Yes, it's a lady.
Yeah, Silver responds, I don't really know. I haven't actually made it to the Oracle before. This is still a first for me.
Mm-hmm. And all right. Can I have a quick aside with Dame again? I apologize.
Go ahead.
All right.
He said the Diabolist was who was contracting him. Yes.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Remind me again who the Diabolist is.
She's the one who's summoning demons in the swamp over by the on the western edge of the Empire. She and the Crusader don't get along. Leanne used to be in a cult. She'd know more.
Are they? I guess. What's the relationship with the priestess?
Not good. No, they summon demons.
Okay, so I kind of gathered here. Why does this assassin whose boss is that person really want to get to this Oracle?
It sounds like it's not really a voluntary employment situation.
That's true, but
So
let's just make sure the Oracle isn't assassinated while we're here and we bring somebody to her.
That's an excellent point.
It is not that uncommon for people caught up in various crime orgs or with mob bosses angry at them or who have cut the Prince of Shadows dirty to find sanctuary in Santa Cora until things blow over or try to find penance for their sins or a way out of their forced employment.
All right. Well, I won't suspect anything, but just let's just maybe keep an eye and be a little bit cautious here.
Seeing as we, Lucian and I, have already been party to bringing assassins into
some deja vu. Hopefully,
yeah, a little bit.
Honestly, I forgot.
All right. Sorry. Carry on. Just wanted to have that little aside. I had a little bit of an epiphany here of what we're doing.
Well, Max, you can start us out then. Entering the bottom of the cathedral, before you took a pretty quick sideline through the public area to the hot springs on the lower level, but now you're passing up through the levels with the various halls devoted to bright gods and such people who are there to pay tribute to their gods or pray or are worshiping together or are studying the holy books. Tell me one thing you find along the way.
Oh boy. This is where I'm terrible at.
Tell the part, come up with a holy and peaceful base complication along the way.
There are a group of, I guess, like priests, like a church that kind of just does their, I guess, sermons like walking, and it's kind of like a silent walk, kind of like the Assassin's Creed guys who just kind of bow their heads and just kind of walk. We have to kind of quietly and subtly get our party across just a never-ending stream of these people.
Name someone who can help you get across the stream of silent monks.
Oh boy. We'll say Leanne.
Leanne, how are you getting the party through this complication?
Alright, what are the exact details?
There's a long stream of silent monks walking very closely knit together, and they are blocking your path.
Well, there's only one way to handle a solution like this. Alright, out of the way, official legislator business!
Alright, out of the way, official legislation bodyguard business.
You can at least pronounce it properly.
I'm sorry, I have my Invisalign trays in. I can't pronounce it properly.
What's Invisalign?
bodyguard business, official bodyguard business.
There you go.
You get a couple of rude looks, but people get out of your way, and the party passes through. Dame, what's something other complication along the way?
After all of the yelling, when we go into the next room, there's a lot of people who are quietly studying at prayer, and they like immediately they look at us, and there's all kinds of librarian noises, and they're not inclined to let the yelling people through their study room.
Silver, these librarians are trying to bar your entry because your group is too loud. How do you resolve the situation?
So Silver's just gonna walk up. Hey, how's it going? And just start small talking.
Distract them. All right.
A librarian is placated by your calm demeanor and feels better about letting you guys through the massive library with promises that the group will be quieter through the area. Seb, give me one more complication out on the outskirts of the library.
Because there are so many bright gods and many factions represented within the Temple of the Oracle, it's almost like a city within a city, and there are, like in any city, some beggars asking for tithes.
And both Lucian and Kalia are broke.
Yes.
All right, who name someone to solve it?
Let's see, the Dame.
Well, the Dame is not broke. So she's going to hand out the tithes as I don't know, overbearingly graciously as she possibly can. Oh yeah, here you are, for you.
You make a big show of it. People are thanking you and blessing you and showing you the weird scars that prove that they're a martyr reborn into a new body, and their stigmas and such. And you are now 10 gold poorer.
All right.
Raza will help by giving out some hard-boiled eggs.
They're a little more confused about what to do with it, but they are not going to argue with the lizard. All right. As you guys enter the next level of the cathedral, this is where the pilgrims are gathering. Each group of pilgrim is being assigned an Azamir. All of them so far have been female. One of them walks up to the party and introduces herself. This is probably for a lot of you the second group of Azamir you've ever seen outside of Kalia. And she bows her head to Kalia's sister, and the rest of the party. Welcome. What pilgrimage may I guide you on today?
We seek the Oracle.
Ah, you have questions to be answered. That is a harder journey than most, but I believe I can guide a group like yourself through it.
Thank you.
You don't have anybody else?
I'll make the sign of the priestess and just gesture for her to lead on.
We're all full up of Asimir. Sorry.
Please, my sister, let Elendra guide you on your way.
It's not like they're sticking with us for the rest of our adventures.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Everyone can hear
tight.
You.
They like to stick around.
I want to lick the air around this lady and then around Kalia. Are they from the same? They from the same place? They from the same clan? No, different.
Nope.
Okay.
I apologize for my party. We weary travelers.
We see many weary pilgrims through here. Nonetheless, the gods will judge if you are worthy of passing or not.
Thank you.
The path you seek is up to the great library where the Oracle herself studies day in and day out, reflecting on the words and prophecies of gods before and gods yet to come.
All right.
Are you taking us there, or?
I will. Do you have any questions about the path in front of you?
We were told there would be trials.
Ah, yes. We shall, as part of the winding, ever-changing halls of the cathedral, need to pass through several temples where the local priests and gods hold most sway. Some of them will ask for tithes, some will ask for uh, volunteer hours to pass. Some may just let you pass, and others may not let you pass at all. Some of the rooms are trials set out by the gods to prove your worth, and you as a group of pilgrims must help each other through these trials. I have taken a vow of non-violence, and I am simply here to guide you, but not to aid you.
Non-violence, that sounds pretty boring.
On that note, you will not suffer any physical or mortal wounds while in the cathedral, but your blows may impact you spiritually on the inside and invalidate your trial, should you pass out.
And then when because I'm sure we'll be able to make it through to the Oracle, she's just in the library waiting for us, or
She is in the Great Library and is always open to visitors who manage to make it to her.
is she alone? How does kind of the question phase kind of go?
She has a lingerie of assistants to help her sort through information, find the book she needs, do research that she's looking into, and you may sit down with her in her office, gorgeous view, and ask her the questions you may.
Are weapons permitted in the Great Library?
As said before, mortal wounds are not possible here under the guidance of the gods. So your weapons are allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, the protection spreads through the whole cathedral. You are quite safe here, my child.
Thank you.
Lovely.
I feel much better.
I don't.
No, not for myself, but for the Oracle.
I will note, if you wish to go higher beyond the library, I regret that I cannot guide you through those levels. Those are challenges for you yourself alone.
Thank you.
What would be up there?
The answers, well, no, obviously not the answers. That's what the oracle's for. The priestess is, of course, at the very top, and there are various other libraries and altars to the gods some may seek out.
I believe we've been there before.
Yes,
do people actually file petitions to see the priestess?
Of course, we get no less than 1,000 such requests per day.
Mm-hmm. And how many of them actually get to see the priestess?
The priestess graces as many as she can with her presence as often as she can.
And that number is...
I regret I could not tell you that off the top of my head, but maybe the Oracle would know.
Would you be able to check on the status of a particular request?
I apologize. I am here to guide you through the trials today. But there are several clerics and such that you could ask instead.
Could you direct us that we were told that some paperwork was filed on our behalf, and I'd just like to double check on its status before we go
She
up.
gestures to an aide, and you re-explain your request to the aide, who says, "Of course, ma'am. I'll look into it. Good luck on your trial."
Thank you very much.
Raza will slip the aide, just a small bribe of one hard-boiled egg, to get things done quickly.
The aide stares at this and then with a gross squelch pockets it.
Raza winks.
Does he wink with both eyelids or just the inner one?
It's actually just sort of like a twitch, but it's perfectly timed.
All right.
I couldn't hold back the laugh either. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. She guides you guys upward, assuming you're ready, through the cathedral, ever upward through echoing halls, seemingly endless stairs, vast stained glass windows overlooking the city. And as you start to, you pass through a couple small temples dedicated to various bright gods. Leanne, name a bright god, the first bright god that you encounter followers of.
Hang on. Hang on. Where'd we put it? Where is it? There's the notes that we fucking built before.
Those would be under Santa Cora.
There it is. We've met the worshippers of the god Fieri. God of flavors.
They, of course, are doing a wonderful cooking ritual, and ask that to pass, you simply each dedicate an ingredient or seasoning to the communal pot. Kalia, what do you put in?
We're naming a bright god.
You met the
Uh,
bright
we're-
god
we're
of
putting-
Fieri, and you're putting food or spices in the communal pot that they are cooking.
Oh, I toss in my sacrimony wine because I don't need it.
A couple
What is it?
stare at you, but that's not an uncommon thing to throw in. Dame, what do you contribute?
Dame actually has. Let me double check. Yeah, the Dame has a flour pastry.
Oh yes,
Is it
the extremely rare flour pastry from the underground area that the village made for the wedding.
That's the only food she has.
That has to be stale by now.
It's probably a good thing she's throwing it in then. They give you a small blessing for giving such a rare item, and you get a free reroll on your next thing. Lan?
Leanne, thankfully, picked up a few things along the way, and she is adding in some nice, simplistic chicken breasts. Just chopped up, diced up, and then put in.
I assume you take a small bit to prepare it at the nearby work surfaces before you throw it in.
Yes.
They're impressed by your skills, and are confused that you're using a small special spoon in the preparation and humming.
You don't question the humming unless you want to hear it, alright?
Do it. Hum.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you also get a reroll. Lucian?
Alright, cool.
Well, I'll throw in some like seeds or some dry food snuck past while Raza was throwing stuff into the river that I was going to be using as kind of travel food.
Alright. Raza, dare I ask?
No, Raza looks confused.
People are throwing food into this pot.
He will take 2 eggs and throw them into the pot. Let me
Do I need
take a
to
note.
have you write down how many of your 4 dozen eggs you've thrown out?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I'm down to like 44, I think. No, 43, actually.
And last but not least, Silver.
Silver throws in some garlic, both for flavor and its vampire repelling properties.
Oh, very smart, very smart.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those vampires in the cathedral.
You never know where they're at.
Silver, you guys pass through the area successfully and get to the next temple to a bright god. What bright god is there?
Who's
Sorry.
naming a bright god?
Silver.
Is it one of the gods from the notes or just anything?
Literally, there's pretty much a bright god of anything.
I'm completely drawing a blank here.
Name any sort of positive trait or season or item.
Is there an unpositive season?
Spring.
It's like bright god of the daisies.
The bright god of the daisies, of course. And what
Yep.
sort of dedication or tithy do they ask of you guys as you pass?
I would say they would probably lean towards anything kind of botanical. So,
They
and then
have
if they are actual daisies, then it's like bonus points.
they have actually a small garden bed that they're growing, and ask each of you to pluck a flower and add it to a large flower wreath that they're working on. I don't know if we need to go person by person or which flower you guys pick out of there.
Well, it's the daisy person, so it better be a daisy.
That's the easy answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the third along the way, Dame, name a god.
Let's do God of Smithing.
All right, the god of smithing, of course, is a bit more dedicated to dwarves than some of the other ones. What kind of dedication or tithy are they asking, Dame?
So the traditional one from dwarves is that you're actually supposed to like contribute by taking up the hammer and contributing at least, a strike towards whatever, like, I don't know, thing that they're smithing. It's typically just like a blob of iron and never actually becomes anything. But another like interpretation that's more common out in the Empire is to just contribute like an iron nail or something.
I like the first one. As you guys pass, you each give a single stroke on a piece of iron that's kept red hot, and they give you a small blessing and thanks as you pass.
These challenges are kind of stinky.
They're not challenges; they're dithies and dedications.
I got one.
Yeah.
The
Shoot.
bright god of laughter. You have to tell it a joke.
Oh baby. Start off, Max. Give us a joke.
Oh.
If you make me laugh, you get a reroll.
Okay. An elf and a human walk into a bar.
All right.
The dwarf walks under it.
That's racist.
Oh.
Damn it, I laughed though.
Come on now. Come on, guys.
I mean, it was pretty easy to expect.
So good.
Thank you.
Oh, you get a reroll. Raza, tell a joke. As Raza. Or as Havel, I guess, because Havel came back from his day spa of being oiled and such.
Are you sure?
I want you to make like lizard guttural noises and then laugh.
Okay, hold on. No, I prefer to tell one as Raza.
Did anybody hear about the scientists' new research? It couldn't get published because it was too far out.
What's a scientist?
Boo.
No reroll for Havel. Silver, tell a joke.
All right, so a long time ago, back when I was part of the war efforts, we were trying to figure out what to call the soldiers and whatnot. We just couldn't think of nothing. Though it kept getting so late, we decided to call it a night.
Oh, I get it.
I liked it.
You got a chortle out of me. I think that counts as a reroll. Kalia?
So Skeleton walks into a bar and orders a drink and a mop and a bucket.
Boo.
Come on, what? These are decent. Are you guys thinking these on the spot? What?
Dame?
The dame tells a very complicated pun that only makes sense if you know both Dwarvish and Elvish.
Silver laughs at half of it.
So what?
Silver laughs at half of it. And take us home, Leanne.
Do you think legislators get hired for their sense of humor?
No.
You're right.
I'm not even gonna pretend on that.
All right, you guys have. Leanne ends up paying a small tithe to the instead. Leanne, go ahead and subtract a gold from your sheet.
Wait, I thought that was her actual joke.
Was it? I don't know if that was meta humor or what.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was kind of an anti-joke.
You had to pay a tithe.
What's
I mean, I
brown?
got 2 people here, but not the big boy.
Did my skeleton joke make me not have to pay?
Oh,
You didn't have to pay, but no reroll for you.
Darn.
Although I think all of you have earned a reroll through various things at this point. I don't remember anymore.
I definitely have not, but that's fine.
Eggs are not cutting it in the cathedral.
As you guys approach the next area, which is larger than some of the others, you guys hear a strange chanting sound, almost as if hundreds of voices are eliciting a constant drone. Alindra pauses and looks at the group with a worried expression on her face and says, Oh dear. The followers of Droga have started their harvest early. Oh dear, it's me. Oh no.
Hello? What does that mean?
Well, if you wish to continue your pilgrimage, you must negotiate your way past them at this time of, day.
I got this. Kalia pushes forward.
Oh,
with her
a warning,
mace.
a warning.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
They do not negotiate very well, may become interstringent, belligerent
this.
even. They don't
I got
like
this.
outsiders.
What are they harvesting? What are they doing?
Let me go ahead and activate the scene for you guys. You guys see groups of people around. It's very glowy and bright in here. And autumn leaves are strangely enough falling from the ceiling. There are ripe vegetables and fruits and big planters all around. You see people packaging them up and harvesting them, all while chanting a low sermon and prayer. Some of the followers see you, but they keep about their business. It's a cornucopia of fruits and vegetables and nuts and wheats and grains. And they are packaging up all of their harvest into boxes and stealing them away. Leading the sermon and chant at the very end is a rat-like humanoid, who is clearly the cleric of the area. You can attempt to sneak past the wide open area, or you can just charge in head first.
Oh, I'm just walking in.
Seeing you clamber through the front door with your big heavy shield, the rat cleric cuts off his chant and growls and points a finger at you. You, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's harvest time! Harvest time!
Well, I'm here to leave, but you're in my way, so looks like I'm gonna have to help the harvest, harvest some ass.
It is forbidden to interfere with the harvest celebration. You're in violation, and you must go back immediately. You must not pass. Go back. You must pilgrimage another day.
Yep.
We have told the priestess several times our harvest is not to be interrupted. No.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We had this on the
Gonna have to
schedule a
keep
little
walking.
early.
Yeah,
Nope. Turn around.
What will he say if Raza holds out an egg?
He does not care about your egg. No, leave now.
Nope. I'm trying to leave.
Turn around.
Sir?
What does this little one want, huh?
We just need to
You
pass
want-
through.
no.
You mean no disrespect
You
to your
are
harvest.
interrupting the harvest. I will count to 3. 1,
eggs, or can we leave through the back
2,
door?
I will hold up 2 eggs.
3. He starts to grow in size, very quickly becoming double his size in the span of a few seconds. And you are being thrown in initiative.
Nice. Guys, we nailed it.
He doesn't respond to 3 eggs, does he?
You know, believe it or not, no. God, I can barely see you guys. The lighting changes really made these bright. Nope, stop moving.
I was just trying to get a good look.
Is Lucian even here with us? That's
Yeah, I'm here. It's just I'm in the middle of the blinding. So, the dame is not here,
Yeah, where are we supposed
even
to
though
be up
she
there?
spoke.
Yeah,
The game is paused. I can't move.
Yeah, I paused because other people are moving. Give me a second. I'll catch you up with the rest of your group.
Okay.
So sorry.
Alright, yes.
Yeah, no, Kalia just rushed forward, so.
Classic.
Hey, I mean, it's faster if you don't try and bargain with them.
You are way up there, and it's a giant rat.
It's just a
Wow.
rat ogre. Who cares
Is
about
Kelly
that?
immune to holy damage, like with all her psychological trauma?
No, I'm
Area?
actually now vulnerable to holy damage because of my armor.
Oh. Look at that thing.
Yeah, he's big. Not only that, he gestures and a little from the lights start scaring little ethereal celestial rats that are joining the fight.
Wow.
Oh, a fight and a
Everyone's
snack.
forgetting about the harvest?
Hmm?
We should have offered to collect a couple bags for them and then left.
We were interrupting to begin with.
We can't die here. It's fine.
Don't you want a question answered?
Yeah, this is gonna be faster than helping them harvest.
Q 2 turns from now when Kali is lying, bleeding from her brain.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Rascular, the cleric of Droga, is going to take his ceremonial sickle and target Kalia. Target Kalia. Oh, alt left click. It's been a while. And let's see.
Nice.
With a sickening snap, the tip of it's going to break off on the tip of Kalia's shield, doing no damage. And he
And
is
breaking the weapon?
I said the tip broke off.
Now, if you just let us through, this would go so much faster.
He at this point has stopped talking and is snarling. Silver is now your turn.
Alright, so I am around the corner slightly.
Okay.
So I'm going to start out by just kind of moving up to where everyone else is. Oh, looks like we're still paused.
Oh, sorry. Very good.
Alright, can I see anything from my current vantage point?
You can see, let's see. Let me click on your token real quick. It's so much lighting. You can see the large rat cleric off in the distance from Kalia. He is currently far away from you. You can see rats are pouring out from some of the side areas.
Can you ping that?
I will. They're pretty small and hard to see, but there's rats over here. And over here, and on the same sides over back there, and the biggest congregation of rats are in the back here.
Yeah, there's
Wait,
a lot
in the
of
back
rats.
where?
It's pretty.
Oh, you know.
They're actual rats.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
So there's lots of very small rats. Every 5 is one mob. And there's one big rat cleric.
Just one big boy.
Okay. I am going to get as far as I can with my first move action, and then
You
with
could walk up to engage range with either the side rats or halfway to Rascular and Kalia.
okay. So with my first move, could I get Rascalar within nearby range?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use Shadow Walk once he's nearby.
Okay. Go ahead and move right around there.
Oh, is that the same Shadow Walk that Johnny had?
Yeah.
That's pretty. I like that.
Another
Shadow
one who
walk.
turns invisible.
Shadow walk.
That's pretty cool.
As Johnny would say, it's not turning invisible.
That is only 11. That is a poor roll. Rascular's god grants him the sight to stare immediately at you. You are not invisible.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving up with that move action that Shadow Walk would have been, and then just kind of stand right next to him. And then as a quick action, I'm gonna use Spiky Bastard.
Sounds good. You are now engaged with Rascular then. What does Spiky Bastard look like?
So the main thing is I've got my main dagger, but I've also got another one in my offhand now, and I just look like I'm on edge and just ready to respond to anything with them.
All right, go ahead and end your turn with Combat Tracker in the top left. There's a little right arrow. And the horde of rats are rushing out. Oh, I think someone clicked Rascular. It's okay.
Yeah, I think I actually advanced the turn.
The horde of rats are going to rush out. 5 each are going to rush in, attacking the people attacking their cleric. Gosh, there's so many rats. They are small, but their teeth are glowing brightly, imbued with the power of their god. So we have 5 bite attacks coming towards Silver.
Here comes the odds.
1, 2.
Oh yeah, I accidentally advanced the round. I just saw that escalation's at 1 now.
Oh, I'll put it back in a second. 3.
Okay.
4, 5. Now, your thing says if they're a natural odd roll, you automatically do 10 damage to them, right? That is bad news for them because 1, 2 of them are going to, as they leap at you and try to bite you, your blade's going to pierce into their middles, taking them out in 1 hit. That was the petty one. I'm just going to delete them when they're dead. And the pretty one.
What, you mean you don't want a bunch of rat corpses everywhere?
I do not.
You've changed.
I know. I have changed. It's in the name of performance, though. And of those, only one of them hit for 6 holy damage. If you haven't used the automation before, while you have your character selected, you can right-click the 6 holy damage and hit apply as damage. Now, conversely, on the other side, a bunch are going to scurry past Kalia, viewing her as far too tough of a opponent. God, there's too many rats. And they are going to form a defensive screen in between the rest of the party and Rascular. What is being so laggy? Let me check real quick. Something is moving all these rats very slow.
That's their true power.
Why can't I move these rats? There we go. I think one of these modules is just not happy with 07. Lucian, go ahead and queue up your turn.
All right, so I already rolled my Quicksilver, so I got a 1d6. Okay, that's not happening.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, okay. Then Lucian forego his movement, and he's going to use his fully drawn longbow. Fire a nice ranged attack at our boy.
At me? Oh, it looks like you had me targeted, and I was like, oh boy, here we go again.
I'd like to use my reroll instantly before I forget.
Yeah. All right, you have a once per battle reroll. Go ahead.
Much better.
Valuable information obtained.
Give me a second, I reloaded in to try to resolve what was going on. All right, you fire one arrow, but as you notice that your aim's a little off, and at the last second adjust it, and the arrow plunges straight into Raskieler's chest. He pulls it out with a snarl, but it does 36 damage.
All right,
And he is now scratched.
Grizz is going to run up, and can my hold action be that if anybody else in my party...
You cut out.
Yep, you cut out there.
Oh, can my hold action be that
Did it
Cut
again.
out again.
Grizz will hold action and run up whenever anyone else from the party is up.
Oh, sounds good. There's a screen of rats in between you and them anyway.
Would I be able to move and auto?
You can move and standard attack in the same turn.
But like the rats are in range?
Yeah, you could attack a rat.
Where are they?
There's
I can't even see them.
there's all sorts of rats like here. And
They're in our
here.
shadow vision.
Okay. I think he'll just hold action and move with the party, and can he also hold an auto?
Yeah, you can hold action saying that
Okay. If
when
any
the
of
party
our
moves forward,
members...
he'll move forward and attack, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry.
What are you sorry about?
I clicked next turn or next.
Yeah, you were meant to.
Hit next turn.
Okay. And isn't it over Dame now or no?
Yeah, it's
No,
next turn.
that's going to who's next.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you see, now it's showing that Raza is next.
Okay, that was confusing because I hit it next. It said Raza, and I'm like, oh.
Yep, I know. It's silly. Dame, what do you do? There's a bunch of rats. There's a big rat boy. There's people
Yeah.
harvesting plants.
I'm gonna start by coming up. Okay, yeah, the Shadow of War or whatever is not playing nice. Okay, I'd like to fire at some rats, but I can't even see the things.
Just fire at the big rat.
Well, I'd like to clear out all the mooks a bit.
You can see
I'm
a bunch of
assuming
rats
that
here.
they will clear out once he has cleared out.
That's fair. All right, can
Did
I?
you
So
target him? Could I have used my double range?
Nope, you're too far away. You're going to have to move forward to about here if you want to attack him.
okay, can I target the rats from where I am?
Yep. So you can target, say, this rat.
What rat?
Give me a second.
Yeah, Cody, it's all in dark.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no red.
all in Fog of War.
Oh. Because I see the fog of war from where Silver and Talia passed through. You're going to have to move forward then. You can't see them. It's too dark.
Yeah.
If only they spared some of the lights in this hallway.
Don't
So
worry, Grizz will fall.
I lit that before the lighting changes, and after the lighting changes, it's just obscenely dark.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I guess the dame's going forward. Can she go a little bit more?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm like trying to get this so I can see the rats.
Speaking of which, you've triggered the rat's hold action, which is to converge on whoever ran up.
Okay.
Good thing Grizz ran with you.
Yeah. Grizz, you're taking 2 bite attacks.
Who now has armor, everybody?
Yeah.
So does the dame.
The Grizz take one of the bites deflects off of Grizz's new platinum scale armor, and the other bite hits him for 6 damage. The other rats are going to run up, and Dame, you have 4 bite attacks heading your way. Grizz, you can go ahead and do your standard attack against the rat, and then Dame, you can attack wherever you want, be it Rescuer or one of the rats.
Okay.
Why do you have such good AC?
Because I got armor.
Yeah, you take 6 damage.
Okay. And these are mooks, right? So they roll over?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. So she's going to pick a rat and... Oh gosh, everything got reordered. There it is.
Pick a rat, any rat.
Yeah, and she is going to Echoing Thunder.
Okay, now Echoing Thunder is a nearby spell, correct?
Yeah. So I'm targeting a rat that's near me.
Firing into a rat, creature that is engaged with you actually procs attack opportunity back against. So you're taking.
Wait.
4...
Oh. Okay.
But you still do the damage. And luckily they don't attack very well.
Okay.
Apparently I can't roll anything higher than a 10 for them anyway.
So question then.
Yep.
So with it triggering, so it does Echoing Thunder does the thunder damage on anything that attacks me with a melee attack. Would that count on attacks of opportunity against me while I'm casting it? Like at what point in the spell?
Sure, why not? Go ahead and roll your 2d6.
Wow,
Just roll the perfect damage. All of the rats, as they are biting you, one bite gets off, you take 6 more damage, so you should be down 12 health total.
Okay.
All the rats zap out of existence in retaliation as you Echoing Thunder them.
Okay, which, by the way, my health is still at my level 4. It was at level
we took
5.
the incremental though.
No, it was at level 5 when we leveled up, and now it's back down to the level 4 amount. And it was last session as well.
I thought we fixed it.
I don't know if we're missing a save button somewhere, but I know I'm supposed to have more than 64 health.
You get more than 64 health.
How much health did you have?
I can't remember what the actual number is. I thought it was... Here, let me pull it up.
I'm looking right now. You are Bard. Bard progression. Bard is for health 7 plus con modifier. Your con modifier is 1, so 8. 8 times 8.
Is it supposed to be?
Yeah, no, you have the correct amount of health.
Okay, I thought I was supposed to go up. All right, never mind then.
No,
I'm
because
down
you
12.
previously were already level 5 health.
Incremental.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was confused because I'm like 64 does not divide by 5.
Hey, GM, real quick. I accidentally forgot to untarget the big rat before Grizz made his autos to 17 AC hit or no?
Yeah, these rats are almost nothing.
Okay, so my initial, I re-rolled miss. Can I take that back?
Yes.
Because my first roll was 17 and I missed. And it would hit for 16 damage.
Yep, go ahead and take your reroll back. How much damage is that?
16.
All right, you take Grizz noms one rat up and then bites the tail off of the other.
Okay,
all right,
so
Dame, is that your turn?
think so. We're all good there, yeah?
Yep.
Raza, there's lots of little and tasty rats. What do you do?
Go after the big one.
Yeah, that's true. You can run all the way up to him, but that's you'd have to downgrade your standard action to do it.
Oh, I don't.
Yep, there you go. Havel glows briefly, and then Raza just isn't there anymore, and is suddenly next to Rascular.
I will, as I appear in a glittering blue distortion of reality, I will hold up 4 eggs.
Rascular swats them out of your hand, and they splatter on the ground.
I go into a frenzy. No, that's not to say I use the ability, but I will sort of, hiss and spit at him for being so rude.
All right, well, you still have your standard action then, because that was a free action.
I still have a standard and a move.
Yeah.
Not that I can do much with the move. Stuff has changed a little bit, but I think none of it procs immediately, so let's just see how this goes.
You dig a
24.
nice, big, healthy chunk of damage into him.
Perfect. And then...
And he now has more. He has some pretty good wounds in him.
Sorry, I did not mean to
That's
use
okay,
that. I
I'll
meant to
delete
expand it. Okay, that's fine.
All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Kalia? Rumham? Paging Rumham.
Uh-oh. Rats got to her.
Roll your dice. That's all you have to do. She stepped away.
She has stepped away. Let me quickly. You know what, Leanne, take your turn first.
Oh, all right. All right. You won't believe my turn.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe your eyes.
I know what it is. Wait. Yeah.
If I walked on up, is this rat actually still here?
Yeah, without a tail though.
You're a liar. I don't see any rats here.
Leanne just kind of like uses the bladed part of her cane to stab through the rat, gaining 2 command points as she does.
Ugh.
All right.
Just as she's walking, like Gandalf, the walking staff just punctures it as she's walking.
Yeah, basically.
Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Kalia is going to.
Boundary throws, by the way.
Nice.
What of it?
Nice. Kalia is going to extend her halo wings out from her shoulders, and then is going to. How do you play Kalia? I understand. Yep. She is going to bash Rascular with her shield. Spikes are going to nick off of him, and then she is going to grant a defender bonus to Silver, who, that's not what I clicked on. I said defender. And so Silver gets to, because Silver is engaging the same enemy as her, Silver gets a +2 bonus to AC until the start of Kalia's next turn, as she extends her shield protection to him. And it is now Rascular's turn. Rascular is going to turn his attention on the one who's attacked most of his flock. Actually, nope, he has a tail whip. He is going to whip his massive tail against Kalia and Silver. Kalia's shield is going to block the blow, but Silver is going to be pushed back a bit with 14 damage.
Silver's going to use his roll with it ability to have that damage.
And is your what?
Does the AC bonus, does that still hit?
Yeah, what's
It
your
does. My AC's 21 with the bonus.
Gotcha.
Nuts.
That was an odd, so you do 10 damage to him?
If the natural was odd, then yeah, 10 damage.
Alright, just wasn't sure if that was for one round or the rest of the thing.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
back. I'm sorry.
it's for the rest of combat.
Alright. You give the tail a nice stab as it hits against you, and it's now your turn.
All right. Let me go ahead and apply that damage real quick. So Silver is going to use he's going to use Bleeding Strike.
Is Silver the same level as us?
Yep.
20 versus AC.
That is a miss as he deflects your blow with
Hang
his
on,
sickle.
Buckaroo. Hang on,
Okay.
Buck. I can give this man a +4 to his attack roll.
What? +4?
Yeah, I rolled a 4 on my D4.
Well,
Buckaroo.
that would make it a hit.
Yeah,
Nice.
Stab him.
That's nice damage.
Well,
Shoot,
I'm gonna make
34.
that into a sneak attack then, because he's also engaged with Kalia.
That's true. Rascular nearly deflects your blade, but Leanne shouts encouragement and command at you, which directs your blade into his flesh. You deal 34 damage. He is now bleeding, and you deal an extra 2d6.
Well, there's an extra 4 damage from sneak attack, and then the Bleeding Strike has ongoing damage that it applies.
Yep.
So I'll go ahead and roll that. That's 25 ongoing.
What? That's times 5? What?
Yep, D6 times level.
What? Man, Rogue's OP.
That
All
could
right,
just be a 1, you know.
that's true. Is that a normal save, N?
Let me look. I think so.
It is now the rat's turn. Rasa, you got 3 rats coming up from behind to nibble your hindquarters and tail.
This is why you don't leave uneaten crickets in the same tank as your pet reptile. Stuff like this happens all the time.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. 3 bites. Well,
That last one chipped a tooth.
Terrible roll.
yeah, that last one chipped a tooth. None of them managed to pierce your thick armor. The other rats are going to... one of them still engaged with Silver and has pretty much no choice but to continue attacking. At least he died just by virtue of walking away. That's an odd and miss, and Silver stabs through that rat with Spiky Bastard. And the other rats are going to rush forward and attack what they deem to be the weakest creature in the group, the Dame.
Honestly, I don't blame him.
I mean, okay, but the Dame still has electric damage because it hasn't been her turn again.
That's true.
Do you think the rats would know that, though?
No, I'm just pointing out to the GM. At
Yep.
what point do you want me to roll that?
They're attacking now. That triggers on their attack, right? So they still attack?
I think so.
All right.
I don't know.
You have 3
Here.
bites coming your way. Go ahead and roll your thing.
Hang on, let me pull it up. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it again so that we have the text because I don't remember.
Rough.
It's
Rough.
we're not doing it for that damage though.
Cut
Okay,
the 2d6.
Yeah, they
didn't
just take the
reflect that,
2d6. Okay.
All right, roll one more time. There was 3 of them.
Pow rolled one of those.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, but
That's okay. 2 of the 3 rats are blasted away by your electric glow, and you take 12 holy damage.
Okay.
I gotta say, that's real effective at clearing out these mooks.
I mean they are rats.
They somehow got off the turn tracker. That's okay.
They've been off the turn tracker.
Lucian.
All right. I'll just gotta make sure I target. Sorry, I 100% should have been more. There you go.
You're just sniping from the back. Oh, come on.
Yep. Did you apply the damage to, or the, I guess, bonuses to the bow, to both bows, or what did you do?
To both bows, you only have 1 bow.
Oh, really?
You
I
have one.
just fully draw it back farther?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And yes, the bonus applies to any attacks made from that bow automatically.
Okay, cool.
All right, you snipe the sickle out of his hand, and his hand goes limp to the side. You've disabled his sickle attack, and he's taken 40 damage and is now badly injured.
Cool. Grizz will... Oh, I should untarget this island.
There's still 1 rat next to Grizz and the Dame.
Yeah, he'll try to clear that dame here.
Come on, this is like literally the thing that he's been trained to hunt.
I know. Hopefully he doesn't fail us here.
Wait a second. You're telling me that we've been hauling around a rat dog this entire time? Like, not even a war dog, but just a dog that hunts rats?
Oh no, he's fully dressed.
The rat scurries out from beneath Grizz's bite as Grizz snarls at him.
Wait, no. I'm not wait a second. No, I'm not leaving this. You could put armor on a janitor, but that doesn't suddenly make him a knight.
No, that makes him a battle janitor.
Oh my gosh.
As a reminder, that was a once per day, so that's now gone until your next will heal up. The Grizz leaps a second
All right,
time.
I will not do that attack twice.
Grizz snaps at the rat twice, and the rat continues scurrying out from under him.
Fine.
For Grizz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll one more time.
Turn around, Grizz!
Ooh, he's doing good. He's doing good that time.
Leanne points at the rat, says, "Come on, Grizz, right there!" And Grizz finally gets him, grabs its tail, and lops him into his mouth.
Yeah, and he's like happily looking at Leanne with his tail and is getting ready to carry it towards him.
I don't trust Grizz anymore.
He's not a rat dog.
All right, Dame, it's your
You've seen
turn.
him take down others.
Okay. So we have like 1 rat left.
There are 3 rats by Raza, and that's it, and 1 big rat.
Okay, well, what's this one?
There's nothing there anymore.
That rat no longer exists. Phanos.
That's the rat in your mind.
Oh, the worst kind, mind rats.
Okay,
battle
so
janitor
that means that
forever.
mine isn't actually updating. All right. Sorry. Hang
It's
on.
possible I put too many lights in this scene, okay?
Okay. I'm
Really,
sorry.
You don't say with
I'm sorry. There's a Google Mini in my office, and it decided I was talking to it. All right. It's muted now.
Google Mini, play gorillas.
It was trying to do
Hey,
something at
Xbox,
least.
Turn on.
Okay. So, badly injured. We will. I guess we'll Echoing Thunder the big boy then.
Grizz is actually trained to hunt geckos in the swamps near Dragon Hall.
Okay, wait a second.
Dame, you've been kind of kunking with your rolls.
Dame, you been working out?
A little bit.
Dame? Vocal exercises every night?
Leveled up the spell.
Damn, do your vocal cords lift?
Ew.
She's been doing those tongue twisters.
All right. You deal a hefty damage, and Rascalular is now severely injured. Raza, your turn. Never skip vocals day.
Okay. This guy's severely injured.
Yep,
Is he kneeling on one knee? Is he
he
looking
is.
rough?
Yeah,
Is
he's
his will to fight fading?
It's nearly gone, Raza.
All right. I'm gonna try and offer him another egg.
He stares at this strange lizard, and the battering he's gotten, giving out almost nothing in return. And he starts shrinking back down to feed it, and then takes the egg.
Raza nods.
What?
The beast has been pacified with egg. And also really bad rolls.
We appreciate this contribution to our harvest. Please leave. Go. The door's that way. He starts limping off back to his chair.
See, I told you it would be faster.
I don't know. I feel like if we talked, we probably could have got through a little quicker than, beating them up, but whatever.
Rascalar looks at Kalia approaching him. Nope, never mind. Out the door.
I can see the chunkiness as I move. Open the door. Open the door.
All right, you guys. Where's the cathedral again? Nope, that's the wrong cathedral.
Ah, yes. The Mosque of Pink Lines.
Toggle navigation. Yep. Save. All right, you guys have gotten through your first combat trial.
What did our Asmir have to say about that?
She rejoins you at the other end of the area and apologizes. I am terribly sorry about the followers of Droga. Like I said, during harvest time they get quite irate, and I only hope that all of you are okay and blessed under the priestess.
I don't even think any of us were hurt enough to even really bother stopping.
I believe most pilgrims are scared simply by the size of the creature more than anything else.
I fought bigger.
Oh, please.
You didn't
pray
fight
tell.
at all!
We all fought bigger.
All right, we got time for one more roleplay room before I end the session. Who hasn't given us a god room yet?
Ramsey.
Kalia, name a bright god.
So the town that Kalia used to live in was a mining town, an above ground mining town. So the god of mining, bright god of mining.
Didn't we just have that?
No,
you
that
had
was
it.
smithing. That's different.
Ah.
You buffoon.
Many niches. Continue.
Got him.
And it's custom to bring this bright god any sort of shiny rock or gemstone, anything like that.
I will squeeze until he spits out that rock.
All right. Tell the group where this rock came from.
I mean, they all see.
Right, but why was the rock in here in the first place?
Kalia gave it to me like a couple sessions ago.
Yeah, I'm just asking you to remind the audience and our new guests.
Oh, no, it was exactly that. It was, they asked Raza to help reorganize some stuff on the cart. He was throwing stuff into the river, as you do, because, rations are basically just spoiled food. And in order to get him to stop, Kalia offered him a rock, which he immediately fed to baby. And it's been sitting in a gizzard all this time. And so, honestly, it's probably a lot shinier than it was before. They should be happy.
Kalia, maybe we should have kept the monolith with us.
That rock is too fancy.
Uh-huh.
What other rocks are you offering?
I'm just pulling a scale off of my shield and passing that off as a rock, even though it's obviously not a rock.
It may give you a couple shifty side eyes at it, but they allow it.
I've done my time, okay?
Dame, any rocks in your pockets? Bottom of your shoe?
Can she offer a gold piece?
That counts as a tithy. Silver. You got rocks in your shoes?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have rocks in your shoes? That they want a rock or a tithy?
I probably have rocks on the bottom of my shoes, but not in my shoes. And I
Any
keep them
particular
pretty stable.
which rock of the bottom of your shoe do you give up?
There is a very small one that is kind of diamond shaped.
Oh, wow.
Do you try to pass it off that, like, look right there, that's the face of that famous holy figure?
Yeah.
All right, has everyone paid a tithy or given a rock?
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
I don't think I did.
Oh, well, Lucian, what kind of rock or tithy are you going to give up?
I presume I don't even have Grizzle's rock. He didn't give me that rock, right? That I originally gave him?
Nope, it's a
He has
treasured
that
memento.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't give it away anyway.
They're good.
The one that he kept in his butt flap?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure Lucian also has a rock in his
What color is this rock, Lucian?
brown.
Beautiful. A beautiful brown rock.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next area up, just to give a preview for next session, is the church, the trial of Lumina, the goddess of the moon. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up session now. Rumham, what's something you liked, and what's something or someone you want to see again for the future?
I liked. I thought it was interesting that we're finally seeing other Asmir, even though Kalia isn't a shining example of her species. And then nothing really that I didn't like. And I'm interested to see more of what happens to our party's friend. Doesn't really seem like he's in a very good situation right now.
All right. Ellen?
I also liked seeing Asimir. And I like how we're like fleshing out more of the like various weird religions. And I'm pretty excited to get to talk to the Oracle and for the ongoing intrigue with our hosts. I can't remember what the god is. The not Shamu god. Sharnu, there we go.
I'm sure a viewer who wrote that is just like, come on, guys, it's not Shamu. Pow?
I enjoyed Fieri, God of Flavor.
It was fun having a communal pot.
Yeah, more ways than one, am I right?
Hey! I don't get it.
What I would like to see going forward, I would like to see Ramsey, God of Cooking.
You gotta send further up in the cathedral.
Yeah, Fieri's a pretty low tier god.
Pow? I'm sorry. Max?
Yeah, hang on, let me redo mine.
I'd have to agree. I'm most intrigued about the Oracle and our new party member, and seeing how our relationship with the kind of Charnu people kind of goes, because it seems like we're a little bit more unsettled than we were before. So, yeah.
Seb?
I think it's interesting. There are lots of places to sort of fill out the world in this setting, and the setting in the city of Santa Cora, because you get to imply a lot of stuff about a bunch of different cultures here. I would like probably to see some more non-combat encounters. And I'm very happy that I was able to sort of end the biggest combat of the day, the only combat really, with Egg, because Egg.
Egg.
Yeah, and I think that's it.
And Asa Collapse, thanks once again for joining us. What's something you liked? What's something or someone you'd want to see again?
I just really enjoyed the eggs. Literally everything about them. It was my favorite part.
How many eggs do you have left, Seb? Ever keep count?
38.
Any differences from other 13th Age things you've played before? What's your take on this group versus say other 13th Age sessions you've played?
Well, it's interesting for me because I really only run my own games. I haven't actually had an opportunity to play in it before. Haven't really seen other groups either. But there's still a lot of kind of similarities to what I'm used to. I haven't actually done a montage before, kind of like we did towards the start. So that was fun to kind of get to see.
Spiky Bastard. I didn't haven't seen Rogue played since the very early levels when Pow briefly played one, but boy, that just kind of perfectly took out any rat that attacked you in a 50-50 odd. That was great.
I mean, it was a daily power, so
Yeah, that is a good daily power though. I like that a lot. It just neatly lined up to be perfectly the right amount of damage for those rats.
yes.
All right. Well, thanks again, everyone, for coming. Your homework for next week, regular party, is when you get to the Oracle, which should hopefully be at the end of next session, and I'm going to try to not leak it into a third, is the Oracle is your perfect chance to ask any questions about the campaign and what's going on and who the bad guys are and what their motives are. It is the GM tell-all if you ask the questions. So think up questions about what you want to know.
How sexy is the Emperor?
You're going to have to ask the Oracle.
Is God real?
Gonna have to ask the Oracle.
Is Toon stinky?
Gonna have to ask the Oracle. Leaning
I think
yes.
we all know the answer to that one.
Sometimes, no.
All right, thanks again for joining, everyone. Chat said that they want to see more weird rituals of the Bright Gods and they liked yelling at priests. And that they like Wi-Fi funny pink car emoji and egg. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see all of you again next week.
That was fun.